the one, the only Benzion. Good evening and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun Benzion. Today's daf is Sotah, daf Mem Hey, number 45. Finishing machlokas in the Mishnah on Mem Hey and Beis. It's really two machlokas, but they're really related. They are related. One machlokas, let's start with machlokas related to Egla Rufa, which the Sugi is talking about over here. If you have a corpse, right, you have to measure which city he's closest to. Where the body do you measure from? Do you measure from the face, or more precisely the nose, according to Rabbi Akiva? Or Belezer says you measure from his navel, from his belly button. That's where you measure from. There's a similar machlokas, the Gemara explains, by a mace mitzvah. If you have a body where the head was decapitated, you find the head in someone's field and the body in someone else's field. So there's a halacha mace mitzvah, a dead body, dead corpse, doesn't have people to bury it. Kana makomo, it's buried in that person's property, even though it's your property. You have to bury kavod mace. You have to let the person be buried there. So do you go where the body is? You bury him where the body is or where the head is? So it's the same machlokas. Akiva says you go with the head. You bury him where the head is, and Belezer says you go with the body. You go where the body is. Now, the Gemara explains Malchus Rakia and Belezer by Mace Mitzvah is basically, the Gemara seems to explain that when a person dies, what moves more? Does the head move more or the body move more? According to Rabbi Akiva, the body moves, so therefore you go with the head. According to Belezer, it's the head which moves more. But I really think it's the same idea over here. And there's a big discussion in halacha, which is really relevant. A lot of end-of-life situations. If a person is brain dead, he's brain dead, but his heart is still working. Right? His heart is located in his body. It's below his neck. Your heart is still working, but he's brain dead. Is that considered dead? There's a lot of halachas that apply to it, right? If a person is dead, that kohanim can't, touch him. There's also, if he's brain dead, could you hasten the cardiac death and make him kill him, right? If he's dead already, you can't kill someone that's already dead. If he's not dead, you can't, there's a lot of taking someone off a respirator or things like that at the end of their life. If he's brain dead, can you take him off the respirator or not? Otherwise, it's tantamount to killing him. So I think this is exactly machlokas here between Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Belezer. Rabbi Akiva says the main life of a person is from his head. If he's brain dead, his nose, where his brain is located. So once you're brain dead, you're dead. According to Rabbi Belezer, no, it's your body. And we paskin, the Gemara seems to imply we paskin like Rabbi Akiva. The Gemara says afilu Abba Shol could the Gemara seems to leave out. Abba Shal would agree to Rabbi Akiva. Everyone agrees to Rabbi Akiva that the main chiyus, the main life of a person, is from his head. Now, I'd like to add something that Rabbi Belezer comes from Beis Shammai. Belezer was the Rebbe of Rabbi Akiva, but he comes from Beis Shammai. The Gemara often knows, and Tosfos knows, and I think the Gemara says he was Hashmusi is Beis Shammai. I believe in the Medrash it says that in Yemos Mashiach we're going to paskin like Beis Shammai. Yemos Mashiach we're going to paskin like Beis Shammai, which would mean paskin like Rabbi Belezer. Nowadays, right, when we go through this, or Olam Hazeh, before Yemos Mashiach, the most important part of your body is your head, because that's what you are, your decision making. Bechir Chafsh is really what makes you a human being, and that's located in your head, your mind. Your mind has to decide the right from wrong and make decisions. Yemos Mashiach, that bridge will end, and it's a new experience where we're going to focus, because really the point of Olam Haba and Yemos Mashiach and Tchiyas HaMesim is really for the body. Most commentaries explain that the pleasures we'll experience in Olam Haba and Yemos Mashiach, Tchiyas HaMesim, are all bodily pleasures. So therefore the emphasis will be on the body. And the halach will be like Belezer, based from Shmusi, from Beis Shammai. The most important part of the body is the body, not the head. It's only the head is a means of getting you to enjoy with your body, but in Olam Haba Tchiyas HaMesim, but when the door closes and there's no more free will, then the emphasis will be on the body, like Rabbi Belezer. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.